just starting, and it's just you. Rush Limbaugh did it.
Yes, he did.
And you do it. But that is a rare skill, my friend, to just go.
It's probably some personality flaw in the rest of my life, but in that moment, it works. Well, I know a lot of people that would agree with you.
Well, I mean, don't you have a childhood that lends itself to humor because of, who was the Boston comic who used to say he had a bad father like you did? And he was like, when Bing Crosby's kids were like talking about how Bing Crosby was, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
He was like, hey, my dad used to hit us with your father's record. You know, that was a Boston comic. I forget who it was.
Yeah. Yeah, there was.
Don't make me play the clip again, Destiny fans. Destiny fans on an alt account as a fellow Destiny hater. Sure, bud. Don't make me play that clip again, dude. You're trying to get me back into show you the 30-second scroll on a subreddit. Okay, don't even do it.
But yeah, you have fodder. You know, like all of pain in life is fodder for art, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of how it works.
I mean,
that's class. Look at that. When I used to drink, I used to just fill it up till it was above the ice cubes.
Well, I used to drink like that too, but you know, we all have to throttle back.
I know.
As we get older.
I like that joke that you used to do. Said if you don't stop drinking, as you get older, you start looking like a Kennedy.
Yeah.
But it's not
Ted, I said Ted Kennedy. Yeah. I mean, he did have that.
Yeah. He had a lot of demons.
No, but he had.
He would have been a hell of a stand-up. All the pain that guy had, and then the pain he caused.
Ted Kennedy?
Oh my God, he would have crushed it. That giant head.
I know stories about him from like.
Let's keep it light, huh?
What could be?
Where are you going? Yeah, you're going to Ted. You get Teddy Darkness. Can I smoke a cigar in here?
Of course, you can do whatever you want in here. But I dated someone whose mother, like, was someone he visited as a lady.
They had a book club.
What do you defend? By the way, you were very good as Jack Kennedy in the Seinfeld movie.
Oh, thank you.
That was perfect.
I had a great. Wasn't that a great movie?
So good.
I've loved it.
And you know what? I have to say, and Jerry was here just a few days ago. I heard terrible things about it. To be honest, I don't know
younger
why.
people, because I think younger people didn't know some of the references.
I don't think they even saw it yet. I don't know where that came from. And then I watched it. I was like, wow. Not only is the concept so genius, the juxtaposition of the most trivial thing in the world, breakfast cereal, with all that stuff that was going on in the 60s, NASA, and the...
What is this? I really like Bill Burr's whole arc. If you watch his specials chronologically, it's basically about a guy whose functional marriage is slowly making him less insane. Oh, yeah. That's true. That's true. The greatest thing that's ever happened, if you're an OG fan of Billy Tits, you know this to be an absolute fact. His friendship with Patrice O'Neal and his wife literally straight up made him into a well-grounded person. I know he is the original black girlfriend / black wife meme. Yeah, technically. You're not wrong. What? Ping him? What is the question?
Cold War, you know, all that.
But what's funny is the battle that Kellogg's and Post, it's the same battle that people are fighting with the Army. I loved all of that. I also loved when they went to the grocery store, when Post and Kellogg's are racing to get their Pop-Tarts there. Did you notice one truck was a Ford, one was a Chevy?
No, I did not know.
Like, there was a lot of, like, little things in there.
Oh, there were. But what's funny is treating it as if it was the end of the world, the space...
Yes.
That's what was funny. And Khrushchev, that it was important to the Cuba, the Cold War, El Sucre, all that stuff. And the pacing, for a first-time director, I love that about it, that it just moved. You know,
Comedians make good directors, though.
He wants to talk about anti-white racism. Oh, that one chatter? Oh, I forgot to show you guys this. The Daily Wire host defends using the anti-black racial slur in a friendly way. Walsh, no white person actually has any moral obligation to observe the insane, totally indefensible, ridiculous rule that decrees that this word is acceptable to be used in any and every context by one race, but in no context at all by another race. Get to the playlist. This is on the playlist. Shut the fuck up, Sheltered Rosebud. Take an hour off. We didn't move on. We're back on this. I
do.
want to
Like,
get to
who
the
else
good
is-
shit
would be
though.
in
This
that
is like
category?
Bill Burr
banter.
directed this movie, Old Dads.
Yeah, I saw it. It was good. You're
Is that
right.
I thought you were going to say I didn't think it was that good.
No, I didn't know you.
My heart just went down like that. I was like, oh God, I just set myself up.
I actually didn't know you directed it.
I directed it because there was no one available. That's the only reason why I did it, because we were coming out of the pandemic. So all the directors that were going to shoot something in 2020, whenever the hell it was, they didn't shoot it because we were quarantined. And then they were like 2 projects behind. So they started pulling that like, it's going to go away. It's going to go away. Don't you say that for your parties when you're wearing your smoking jacket? Factory where it's like,
Okay, but
this is a good
think of-
conversation if my cigar goes out, buddy.
Think of how many comics that is over 40 years.
That's
What's over? Cancel culture?
yeah, no one cares anymore.
That's so not true. Either one of them could get canceled in the next 2 minutes.
No. For what?
For
You're not
what?
doing anything. It was just like you did this joke about, this group of people or that group of people, and I've decided to, I don't know. I feel like I'm going back 2 years of my life.
mean-
Like I don't even think about it anymore. Nice ashtray, by the way.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
I've never known where I got anything. I probably should. Somebody gave this to me.
Yeah. It's the kind of thing they used to give you when you retired after a while. The watch and an ashtray,
When you think
martini shaker.
when you think about like how much, when I don't know, you probably had similar upbringings. You treasured like almost every physical thing you had, even if it was a hand-me-down. Like you had just certain things in your little room. And then as you go through life, so much stuff, and you don't even know where you got all the stuff.
Well, you know what about that? What's great about that is there's no upgrade, and everything became like disposable. Like electric cars are like laptops. Like after a couple of years, like they're not worth anything because of like the technology, which doesn't even make sense. But like same thing with like a laptop, with phones, all of that stuff.
What do you drive?
What do I drive? I'm a truck guy. I got a Ford F-250, and I have an old F-100.
Really? Why?
The same reason, why does a guy drive a Ferrari down Sunset Strip and never take it to a racetrack? That's what he's into. My Ferraris, I always wanted a Ford F-250, 8-foot bed, regular cab.
Why? You
I love it.
hauling dirt?
Is that guy going to the racetrack? Have you ever driven one of those on a racetrack? You cannot flip them over. They're unbelievable, the technology and the respect you get for racing of what they're putting their bodies through. Because I didn't, I was driving like an asshole. I finally realized that you try to go smooth around the track, not try to just stomp on the gas and slam on the brakes. But like, I like driving. That's why I like cigars. I like going slow because my brain goes fast. And there's something about driving a truck. It's slow. It slows me down. And I
Defend him? What do you mean? I love trucks. What the f- are you talking about? I literally love trucks. I want to get the F-100 Concept Edition, the electric. You guys know this about me, I thought. Like, have you guys ever seen the F-100 Electric Concept? I love that car. I love trucks. I think Toyota Hiluxes are the greatest invention of all time on 4 wheels. Okay, I love 4Runners, which is not really a truck, I guess, but it's still technically a ute. The Ford 100 to the Ford F-150 Lightning is decent, but nowhere near as sick as the Ford F-100 Illuminator. Here it is. It's only a concept vehicle, unfortunately. Wait, what? With new EV crate motor, customers can now buy? Wait, you can buy this?
think
You like driving.
I love it.
Me too. I would hate to be at that stage or for whatever reason where I had to be driven everywhere. Sometimes you do, like when we're on the road. Strange place.
I feel like people that watch 24-hour news networks get institutionalized to blame colors of ties rather than the corporations behind them. And they will just sit there convinced that, Trump is the worst thing that happened to this country or Biden is the worst thing that happened to this country. And it's just like, you might want to just kind of push through that veil a little bit further.
Yeah.
And so I kind of have this thing, like when I get around like the 24-hour news zombies, I just, Jesus Christ, was that Geritol? Nobody under the age of 50 got that one. Remember that? I was on the Lawrence Welk show. He used to
Right.
peddle the Geritol.
To my point, the 25-year-old is watching this going, look at these two old guys. They're not going, oh, the guy with cigars,
Oh, I know
obviously
that.
13 years younger.
I know, but you have to go all the way down to 25 to appear my age.
Well, I don't.
You can see. Look at the
I don't
difference. Look at the
mind.
difference. You can just see the way we dress. We're not different people. This is like, you know, you come from, you know, the slacks generation. Like slacks were
These are
still a
jeans.
thing.
These are
no,
not
but slacks were a thing.
No, I look good. That's the difference. Is that you were
do
wearing?
look good.
You're wearing
You're not gonna
sneakers.
throw that in my
You got
face.
you got a t-shirt on. Like
You look like a defendant. Look at you trying to beat a drinking and driving charge. He doesn't have any priors, Your Honor. Look at him. He's wearing his Chelsea boots. He's a fucking, what do they call it? A productive member of society. He needs his car for work. I think that this should be a suspension, not a